Where do you live?
In Spring Hill, Kansas, about 30 miles south of Kansas City.
Yeah. Been there all your life?
No, I moved here about 30 years ago. I lived around California, Missouri, Kansas.
You acquainted with Arizona much?
No, I've been out there.
Had a
there. Had a brother that lived there. Went out and visited him.
Oh, out of Mesa?
Yeah, in Tennessee.
Yeah, well, I live just the other side of Benson. You've heard of Tombstone, 2000.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
but I live about 17 miles from it. Right on the river, San Pedro River. If you're ever down this way, look me up.
Okay, will do.
Brown was in the middle of that mess, too?
Yeah, we survived it all right.
Must have had good ballast and everything, huh?
Yeah, apparently we had enough fuel and pumped in seawater, one of the others, to maintain. Of course, our Captain Copeman was excellent. He knew how to handle a ship, and I think he gets the credit for bringing us through it. He reversed, on all head forward, not reverse in the other one, and kind of kept the seas to where they weren't doing as much damage. They were coming through over the bridge. We had the bridge was up high there on the waves. And like I said there, I didn't even realize the ship could roll over in a storm. I didn't feel insecure. I had a bunk from my regular sleeping quarters raft, back aft, but I had got a hammock swung up on the bridge on the port side, and I was sleeping up there, and it was really great. So when I started to go up forward to go on my wheel watch at midnight, 12 to 4 watch, I like to not made it up there. The ship would roll over and you're walking on the deck, and then the next minute you're walking on the bulkhead.
Yeah, well, I was on the 4 to 8 watch that morning. It was rough and held in it.
And that seawater hit your face like buckshot, But I just opened the hatch, jumped out, dogged it back down, and climbed up the ladder on the superstructure deck and worked myself up with the lifeline.
Man learned how to get around, don't he?
Yeah. Well, you feel obligated to stand your watch,
I come up out of the fire room at 8 o'clock, went down through the mess hall, and God, they had hard-boiled eggs, and that God is stinking his damn mess. Them trays were flying around in there, and I just walked up and come up the starboard side, and it took me a good while to get back aft, because I was watching those waves.
Yeah.
You time them so it wouldn't get washed overboard. I made it.
Yeah.
I went down and got my razor and shaved it, hanging on one arm and shaved even.
Ellen, I just got to butt in here for a minute. Martin Hinton from Fox News, the War Stories producer, he had the biggest chuckle over the fact that you went back down and shaved.
Yeah. That's a habit, I guess. My feet was hanging straight out. I was hanging on one arm trying to shave. But I got her done. Went down, got in my buck, and that was the third tier up, and then that mattress kept sliding out under me and sliding out. I'd pull it back. And I just started getting out of the buck. It was wearing me out doing that, so that's when the lights went out. And I said, well, I better get out of here.
Yeah, I had no time to be down below deck.
And I'd brought my life jacket back that morning and had my name printed on it. No one touched it. I got that on my shoulder, and when I got up on top side, guys give me a hand up.
Yeah, every year when December the 18th rolled around, but I think about it.
I don't let it bother me that much.
No, I don't.
Can't let it bother you. You just gotta go along with it.
It really didn't bother me all that much at the time, because, like I say, I didn't realize it.
Well, it's me either. You never thinking about. I know we was low on fuel, but they'd taken on some water, but evidently didn't have enough.
Well, yeah, you start to get suction when the bottom of the ship's practically out of the water,
That captain we had was a brand new man on there. Heck, I never even I don't think even seen him. I can't recall it. He was new.
Well, I don't
know where he got on, or Ulysses or Hawaii or where. Probably Hawaii.
I think we're fortunate that we had Copeman for captain instead of our second captain. I don't think our second captain
that ship had gathered up a lot of those guys. What was the name of it?
Neighbor or something like that, I think.
I'm sure we seen that. And it looked like it didn't have no superstructure hardly.
Yeah, it lost it.
It was was in the evening late, and we could just barely see it. And we was debating whether that was a Japs or not, because we didn't recall anything like that of ours.
Now, we had some superstructure damage on the 20-millimeter shields, and the superstructure was damaged some, but we weren't tore up all that terrible bad.
Somebody, as the Tabor was coming into harbor, one of the carriers hailed her and said, "What kind of ship are you?" And the skipper or whoever was on deck at the time says, "We're destroyer escort. What kind of ship are you?"
Well, you know, you're talking about seeing that ship, and they didn't take up, but, well, you know, it's almost impossible to see a man in the water in normal weather.
Your choppy waves, that you couldn't see nothing unless you had a light.
Right, a light or a dye or something like that. Of course, you didn't have no dye, but pilots
didn't have a light or nothing else. Got rid of a lot of our supplies off. We didn't even hardly have it. We had malted milk tablets, spam, and hardtack. Damn dry, you couldn't hardly eat that.
Right.
I sucked on those malted milk tablets most of the time. Kind of kept me up a little.
Anything's a blessing.
We lowered the lattice work inside,
yeah,
so we could sit up on the side and put our feet on the bottom. It worked good. We could rest, you know, at night that way. We wouldn't have to worry about floating off or something.
You must have tumbled over and over several times.
Yeah,
as waves were rolling.
Yeah, that wore us out. I don't know how many times that damn thing rolled over.
Yeah.
We'd just go up and come back hanging on. I got lost twice, had to swim to it.
Okay.
So I wasn't paying attention, wasn't holding on good.
Only a week, probably, for one thing. Going so long without it.
Well,
did you have any water at all in your water cask?
We had 2 kegs. And someone got into, I never did find out who done it, got into one of them and didn't tie it on good, and it got away.
Oh, hell.
But we rationed the other keg. We still had a little water when you guys picked us up. Now, I told the guys we're going to get picked up today.
Yeah, I'll be damned.
Just the feeling I had.
Premonition?
Yeah, premonition. Sure enough, the plane's going to drop the water marker and pretty quick. Guess they radioed the Brown. Either there's that there.
Yeah, that was unbelievable. You know, I didn't realize at that time, when we was going through that storm, I didn't realize the ship would even roll over. I thought, well, you know, we're safe.
Well, that thing of ours was evidently it was pretty low on fuel, because anyway, last time I seen it was laying plumb over on its side.